Your greatest enemy is not outside of you. It's not the rival you fear, not the critic who mocks you. Your greatest enemy is your own mouth, because every careless word, every loose sentence, every truth spoken at the wrong time is a weapon that cuts against you. Machiavelli warned us, men reveal themselves more by their words than by their actions. Think about that. You may work hard to hide your weaknesses. You may posture, control your body language. But then, with one slip of the tongue, you betray yourself. And here's the frightening truth. Most people betray themselves daily. They bleed power with every conversation. They reveal too much. They talk when they should remain silent. There's an old story. A young courtier once whispered a joke about his king. He thought it was harmless. He thought nobody heard. But one servant listened. And the next day, that joke reached the ears of the king. By nightfall, the courtier was gone. Why? Because a single careless phrase revealed disrespect. And disrespect is a poison no ruler forgives. Words, once spoken, cannot be pulled back. They fly into the air like arrows, and they do not miss their target. This is the trap of words. We believe speaking makes us strong, but in truth, every word reveals something about us. That's why Machiavelli insisted, the wise man speaks little. The powerful man reveals less. Now, let's expose the 10 betrayals, 10 situations where your own mouth is your downfall. And as I share each one, listen carefully. Because if you recognize yourself in these patterns, you'll understand why power keeps slipping away from you. 1. When you explain too much. Have you noticed the more someone justifies their choices, the weaker they sound? People who over-explain are unconsciously begging for approval. Machiavelli would say, justification is a confession of guilt. Your silence, your calm confidence is enough. But when your mouth races, you hand people your power. You tell them, I doubt myself, so I need you to agree with me. Never explain more than necessary. 2. When you reveal your plans too early. Dreams, goals, moves you're about to make. Most people cannot resist sharing them, but Machiavelli warned, the moment you reveal your plans, you give others the power to stop them. A half-built bridge is easy to destroy, but a completed fortress cannot be touched. Move in silence. Reveal only when the outcome is already in your hands. 3. When you confess under pressure. Interrogation doesn't always look like torture. Sometimes it's just silence or a raised eyebrow. People panic, and their mouth starts spilling truth. Here's the psychology. Silence makes people uncomfortable, and in that discomfort, they reveal more than they should. Train yourself. When pressed, pause. Let silence defend you. Because every word you say under pressure is a weapon that will later be used against you. 4. When you gossip about others. The fool thinks gossip bonds him to others, but Machiavelli understood the deeper truth. The moment you speak ill of someone behind their back, you reveal your nature. You tell the world, I am not trustworthy. And here's the twist. The listener may laugh with you in the moment, but deep down they know, if you betray one person, you will betray them too. Your own tongue poisons your reputation. 5. When you speak in anger. Anger is a flood, and words spoken in anger are knives you cannot retract. Psychology teaches us, emotional arousal reduces rational control, which means you will say things you do not mean. Machiavelli's warning was clear. A ruler cannot afford reckless honesty and rage, because power depends on perception. Breathe. Wait. Speak only after the fire has cooled. Otherwise, your mouth becomes your executioner. 6. When you reveal your fears. Fear is the deepest weakness of all, and when you confess it openly, you hand someone the key to control you. Manipulators live off your fears. They push where it hurts. They weaponize your honesty. Remember Machiavelli's insight. It is safer to be feared than loved, but it is fatal to be pitied. Protect your fears. Do not feed them with words. 7. When you try to impress. The desperate need to sound smart, to prove your worth, to show off knowledge. This is one of the most common betrayals, because the moment you speak to impress, you reveal insecurity. Machiavelli wrote, appear as a man of great deeds, not of great words. Power is felt, not spoken. Your silence is far more impressive than your bragging. 8. When you share intimacies too soon. We live in a culture of oversharing. People reveal secrets to strangers, mistaking vulnerability for connection. But Machiavelli would warn, trust is a currency, and to spend it too soon is to go bankrupt. Your intimacies should be earned, not handed out, because once revealed, they cannot be taken back. 9. When you complain about your life. Complaints may feel harmless, but every complaint is a confession. I'm powerless. Strong people endure silently. Weak people advertise their suffering. And here's the danger. Your enemies are listening, and they will exploit your dissatisfaction. Machiavelli's principle was survival, and survival means never show helplessness. 10. When you speak without listening. Perhaps the most dangerous betrayal of all is when your mouth moves faster than your ears. Because the man who speaks without listening never learns, and ignorance is the greatest weakness. Machiavelli advised rulers, listen more than you speak, because silence gathers intelligence, words scatter it. Remember this, every time you speak without listening, you trade wisdom for noise. Now you see 10 ways your own mouth betrays you. But here's the deeper truth. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is power. The world expects you to speak, to reveal, to explain, to prove. When you withhold, you break the pattern. You disturb expectations. And suddenly, others are unsettled. They start guessing. They fill the silence with their own fears, their own projections, their own weakness. That is the advantage of silence. Machiavelli knew, the less you reveal, the more people imagine. And imagination is always more powerful than reality. So let me leave you with this warning. Your mouth is the most dangerous weapon you carry. It will betray you faster than any enemy. It will strip your power long before anyone else does. Control it, discipline it, and when in doubt, say nothing, because silence never betrays you. For the next 24 hours, observe yourself. Listen to your own words. How often do you reveal too much? How often do you explain, complain, confess, and ask yourself, what power am I giving away for free? Machiavelli's warning echoes through centuries. Men reveal themselves more by their words than by their actions. So guard your words, master your silence, and you will master yourself. After all, sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all.